All right, today is the sixth day in the month of May 2021. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like to welcome you to Talking Points for today. All right, so the idea behind the program is to get us talking about things that affect us as a people. So let's get talking about them. Let's reason together. Essentially, any nation that wants to grow must have the talking people. And these talking people must understand the problems. And when you understand the problems, you'll be able to find solutions to the problems. And when you're able to find solutions to the problems, then you can foster development and induce growth and change. So that's the whole essence of Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Welcome to the program once again. I'd like to look at a few items. I'm hoping to talk again about education on the program today. It's always good to talk about education because it's the basically probably the only way to liberate a nation and a people. Okay. And one of the big stories is the students, 29 students of the Federal College of Forestry, Mechanization and Afaka, Kaduna State released. And then you have the excitement of the president as well. I'll open the story just see if we could find some basis to just focus on the stories. And the federal government's plan to slash salaries and match some agencies will be on the table, as well as the instruction by the Senate to the customs to return goods seized in Bodija and Ojaoba in Ibadan within 2 weeks. Those are the stories on the table today. Okay, so let's just quickly see some of the stories that are making the rounds at the moment. I was talking about the students. Let's read from this one. It says, the remaining 29 students of Federal College of Forestry, Mechanization, Afaka, Kaduna State have been released. Speaking in an interview with the Tribune Online, the husband of one of the kidnapped students who pleaded anonymity confirmed the release of the students. He said the students are right now on their way to Kaduna. A source told the Tribune Online that their freedom was facilitated by Sheikh Ahmad Gumi Dialogue Committee with the collaboration of former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Earlier, the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, had hinted that the federal and Kaduna state governments are working around the clock to ensure they regain their freedom. It will be recalled that 10 of the students had earlier been released by the bandits. It was not clear whether ransom was paid, since the bandits have demanded for 500 million naira. As of the time of filing this report, the police and state government are yet to make any official statement. All right, so the story is the remaining abducted 29 students of Kaduna School released by bandits. Of course, you still have the Greenfield, students still there. I understand that one of them, I guess, was released, I think it was yesterday or so, and after 20 million naira ransom paid. So that they were protesting in Abuja. Parents of those students were protesting. So we're not sure what the situation is at the moment, but we'll get you information when we are able to lay our hands on any. Okay, so this one is this day. It says Buhari excited as 29 abducted college forestry Kaduna forestry students regain freedom. I read from there. The rider urges release of kidnapped Greenfield University scholars. President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday expressed excitement at the news of the release of the remaining 29 students of the Federal College of Forestry, Afaka, Kaduna, abducted from their school 55 days ago. Chairman of the Forum of Parents of the 39 abducted students, Mr. Abdullahi Usman, confirmed the release of the students to this day. Yes, they have been released. They did not sleep in the bandits' camp yesterday. They were taken to the residence of one of the mediators to sleep. We have already sent people with vehicles and ambulances to go and bring them. We're expecting them any moment from now, Usman said. Okay, so bandits had invaded the school March 11th and abducted 39 students, 39 of the students. They later freed 10 of them in 2 batches of 5 after the parents had reportedly paid 17 million naira ransoms. Okay. So you get that the gist there. Okay, so but the president is excited. That's the bottom line here. So meanwhile, Buhari expressed happiness with the release of the students yesterday. He also pleaded with the kidnappers to effect the release of the abducted students of Greenfield University, also in Kaduna, and other Nigerians being held in captivity. The president, in a statement issued yesterday by his spokesman, Malam Garba Shehu, congratulated his released students, friends, families, and the government and people of Kaduna State following the happy end to the saga. I'll leave it at that. He just said that we are happy they have been released. This day's story is headlined Buhari excited as 29 abducted Kaduna forestry students regain freedom. Goke is here. Goke, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Michael.
So it's good news, and we should be happy that finally 29 of these, the remaining 29 have been released to their parents.
I'm happy for the family of the student that have been kidnapped but now released, and I'm also ashamed for the government of Kaduna State, especially for the governor, and I'm also ashamed for our President Muhammadu Buhari.
Oh, so
you read it out there.
Yes.
He's pleading now for the release of the grieving university students that were abducted. The president,
yes,
the commander-in-chief of armed forces, the number one citizen of this great country, is pleading with bandits.
So what do you think he should have done? He should have sent bombs and all that to kill everybody.
The truth of the matter is, I'm not asking him to kill everybody.
Okay, so
but you and I must agree with the fact that it is a lapse of security that has caused this in the first place. We should ask certain questions. Of course, I'm very, very happy because before people start saying, I don't know Arakunringoke's problem. But the truth of the matter is, these people are out. On what ground were they released? You read in the story that Sheikh Gumi negotiation committee.
Yes.
We now have that in a country.
Okay.
That we have law, that we have order. We have somebody sitting as the chairman of a committee in which they pay. Now you are telling us that somebody close to the bandit or so, they are sleeping in that person's house overnight before they now go to their parents' place. How does this make sense? Michael, for how long are we going to keep doing all of this in this society? Now, this is the question, I am sure, because the parents are saying they've paid. So what do you think the bandits will do with the money that they have? They are going to get more ammunition and repeat the attacks.
So when we get these children out of their clutches, we can then deal with them. Isn't that okay that way than to, send, military action against them when they still have innocent students with them?
There is this simple saying that prevention is better than cure. I'm saying in the first place that we should have prevented this in the first place.
Okay, we agree that we should have prevented that. But so we are on course now, isn't it?
Of course, we are on course now.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter is we've played into their hands already because we now have students with them. That we now want to have the sympathy of let them release these ones before we now attack them fully. But the truth of the matter is these people have better ammunition than so many of our security agencies.
You cannot be sure of that.
That is what we are seeing. These people will get 800 million. When was the last time? When was the last time that some police station or some army district can prove that they have 800 million that have been disbursed to get ammunition? The truth of the matter is these people, there's no control of ammunition. Where do they get them from? We are not asking such questions.
Okay.
But they get this money. What do they do again with it?
All right.
Gumi is saying, I think I read in an article, said they said to informants that work with them, they said to some of them that work. How much is even Gumi? Is he not a consultant for the bandits? These are questions we should be happy, of course. The students are back. But what is their state? Are these students willing to go back to school? Because their offense for me is that they want to go back to, they want to get education. And they were kidnapped. Do you think these students will want to go back? Do you think the parents will be willing to send? What message are you sending to their siblings? What message are you sending to young ones in the community? That look at auntie so and so, she was kidnapped when she went to school. Do you want to go back to that school? What is going to happen to the setup and the structure or the admission process of the college itself? We're talking about security here. And the president is there pleading with bandits.
Okay, well,
it's unfortunate, Michael.
Okay, all right. So this one here about the economy. You remember the drama around the printing of money and the rest of it.
Of course.
And then the announcement by NNPC that they will not be remitting, funds to the federal government's coffers because of, the subsidy drama and the rest of it. So things have started taking shape. You remember that, started with Kaduna State. Kaduna State government is trying to, downsize and the rest of it. And then the federal government may review workers' salary. Merge agencies to cut costs, says Finance Minister. That's over a day ago. But I need to bring that story to the table as a background to the next item that I'm going to be bringing up. Federal government on Tuesday stated that it had directed the Salaries Committee to review payroll and also review the number of its agencies. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, disclosed this in Abuja at the ongoing national policy dialogue on corruption and cost of governance in Nigeria, organized by the Independent Corrupt Practice and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC. She said the government had also approved a 13.88 trillion naira budget with a deficit of over 5.6 trillion naira, noting that it had also projected revenue of 7.98 trillion naira to fund part of the 2021 budget. According to her, we'll still see government expenditure increase to a terrain twice higher than our revenue. So we need to work together, all agencies of government, to cut down our costs. We need to cut down unnecessary expenditures that we can do without, and the rest of it. So the minister also said that the government would also review the number of government agencies in terms of their mandates. Saying agencies with the same mandate, the government will look at how to merge the two. I remember that there was this Orasaye report about the rationalization of the civil service and ministries, departments, and agencies some time ago. We may be going back to that. That's my suspicion for now, because now that we are feeling the reality of the biting economic quagmire, we may have to cut down, essentially. But here is the labor here talking. This one says, it will be suicidal for federal government to contemplate salary reduction, says NLC. Nigeria Labour Congress has declared on Wednesday that it would be suicidal for the federal government to contemplate a reduction in the salary of Nigerian workers, as been proposed by the Minister of Finance, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed. The Congress is also warned that the move would set the country on fire, saying that the Nigerian workers are demanding an increase in their remunerations and allowances, as other countries are doing for their workers to reduce the effect of pandemic. He said the call by the minister is tantamount to a mass suicide wish for Nigerian workers, adding that it was extremely horrendous for a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to pronounce salary slash for Nigerian workers at this time. But is it not fair to say we need to cut down on the cost of governance, we need to cut down on salaries, and also cut ministries and agencies because we don't have money? Is it fair?
Should they start from workers? Let them start from themselves. I mean, let the executive come and cut it out. You see, I'm seeing a trend.
Okay.
Because just yesterday, Governor Fayemi of Ekiti State was saying that they may need to temporarily look into the minimum wage. Michael, how much are we talking about in the first place? We're talking about 30,000 naira,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken. Now, you say you want to reduce 30K. I love I'm in support of reducing all the expenditure, especially things that are not necessary. And of course, let's put some agencies together if they have the same mandates. But now saying you want to reduce worker salary, what can 30,000 naira buy from market now? Take it to market. How valuable is 30,000 naira in today's market? I think it's unfair, and I think the labor should fight this to the end. It's really, really unfair. So 30,000 naira you want to reduce, why not start? When am I going to hear that senators are willing and are ready to reduce their own salaries? Okay. When am I going to hear that there's no need to be buying official car every year when nothing is wrong with it? When am I going to hear from the Nigerian Governors Forum that, okay, we are taking a decision to now downsize some of our operations and stop purchasing all these things that are very, very unnecessary?
Okay.
Why must we start from workers?
All right.
Are workers born to suffer?
All right, so we will take your opinion on these matters when we come back from this break. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Please don't go away.
Splash FM 105.5.
mo ní adùn ẹ̀ lékè ká ní ó rẹwà tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. má bá mi jiyàn sẹ́.
kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
wo ara tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dá sí ara ohun mímu làkàṣẹ́rà. Báyọ̀ sọ wípé ó rẹwà gan. èmi sọ wípé ẹwà ẹ̀ kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ àti pé adùn ẹ̀ sì tún lékè ká. ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fà mọ́ra lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn o.
ó yá mo wá kí n wò ó.
àdúró náà kí ló dá o dẹ̀ fẹ́ mú tán.
adùn èso ápùlù tí ò lábùlà àmì ìdánimọ̀ tuntun méjèèjì ló lu papọ̀ làkàsẹ́rà ti wá kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ̀gbádùn èso ápùlù ohun mímu inú làkàsẹ́rà ìgbádùn tí ò lábùlà adùn rẹ̀ yàtọ̀ gedegbe àwọ̀ rẹ̀ sì tún fani mọ́ra jẹ̀gbádùn aláìláfiwé nínú ohun mímu làkàsẹ́rà ó yàtọ̀ mò ń gbádùn ẹ̀ gan-an ni o.
Skylink Recruitment Services is here again with a wonderful opportunity for anyone who wants to study abroad, especially in the Caribbean country. The Caribbean country is between USA and Canada. Courses available are medicine, nursing, cybersecurity engineering, and accounting. Benefits of this opportunity are zero deposit, easy education system, affordable tuition fees. Students can also easily travel on visitation to Canada, USA, and United Kingdom. Their 2-year clinical rotation can be done anywhere in the world, and students can also work in any of these countries after graduation. We officially represent 2 universities for these programs, All Saints University and American University of St. Vincent. To get more information and register, visit us at S7/594 opposite Well Drop Filling Station, Orita Challenge Road, Ibadan, or contact us on 0903-566-4201, 0903-566-4201. Skylink Recruitment Services, studying abroad made easy.
Charles!
Yes, mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them, but they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
ìgbàgbọ́ kan ní Splash FM ni pé okòwò ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ láwùjọ wa lónìí kì í ṣe títa àwùjọ lólobó nìkan bí kò ṣe jíjẹ́ akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ àwọn tó gbéṣẹ́ náà dání. èròǹgbà wa tó kàn ní dídá ògo ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ padà nípa kíkọ́ àti ríró àwọn agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lágbára pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀ tó tẹ̀wọ̀n. ká sì tún àwọn ọ̀ràn tó ń bọ̀ sọ́nà nípa iṣẹ́ ọnà àti ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ sáyẹ́ǹsì ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tá a ti ń gùn lé láti bí ọdún 14 sẹ́yìn nínú okòwò ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. ẹ kú ojú lọ́nà.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No, dear. Na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
We have come to the end of the cooking competition. World-famous chef Big Shot will decide the best food.
Wow, he has finished the food. So, who will he crown winner?
And it's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. All the chefs have been declared winners.
Woo!
Ladies, what's your secret?
No matter where you come from or your taste, you can make great meals every time with Onga, the seasoning of Niger, now made with locally sourced soya for more nutritional benefits.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Chidi, now where you dey go dey jump road up and down?
Na papa say make I buy am shakis.
Shagini? Oh, I don't tell this man say make you no dey send this boy buy alcohol na. Papa Chidi, abeg no dey send this pikin buy shakis o.
Mama Chidi, why na? No be buy I say make him buy. Make I no dey send a message again.
Papa Chidi, you no know say na small before you go wan know how the thing dey taste eh? And if that one come happen, when you come dey drink am, na big problem be that o.
He reach that one?
Yes o, Papa Chidi, he reach. Person wey never reach 18 no suppose touch alcohol. Papa Chidi, you hear me so? Even the Federal Ministry of Health talk say alcohol na for only person wey don reach 18.
Okay o, I don hear. I no go send am again. In fact, make I go tell am myself. Chidi!
Now, Distillers and Blenders Association of Nigeria, DBAN, will be subsector of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, bring on this message.
Oh my gonna for you. Hello?
Casey, baby, how far now? Shall you go free this Sunday? I won't spoil person pikin.
Hey, which Sunday?
This one now.
I know day.
Sunday after I'm go.
Every Sunday, I no go free.
Waiting happen.
You mean say you no know? New season of Nigerian Idol don land.
Yes, sir. Nigerian Idol don land. Better singing competition with talent wey sabi and plenty drama from the judges. Una go fit watch weekly shows from March 28th and every Sunday for Africa Magic Channel 2 by 7 p.m. sharp. So run, recharge your GoTV subscription on top my GoTV app or USSD star 288 hash to enjoy yourself. Na Techno Mobile and Biggie Drinks bring on this season of Nigerian Idol. GoTV, love it.
Next time you're shopping for quality margarine, choose the one that's perfect for so many types of meals and has great value too. Choose Devon King's Margarine. Devon King's Margarine is available in stores and retail outlets near you. Choose unbeatable value. Choose Devon King's Margarine.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Before we went on that break, Goki was talking about being angry with the people in government, saying that he would have rather wanted them to start with the slashing of salaries of public officials, governors, senators, and members of the House of Representatives, and the rest of it, rather than the 30,000 naira minimum wage, which is not even universal. If you ask me, in Nigeria, it's not universal. So, because there are some states that been negotiating with their labor for certain concessions, certain percentages, and the rest of it. So, why start with the workers? That is the perspective of Goki this afternoon. Interesting perspective, if you ask me. It's still talking points. You can check us out on Facebook. We're live streaming, okay? www.facebook.com, and then you have Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan, and you'll find us there. Okay, so just go there, like and share if you like. Let's go to the next item before I open the phone lines. Just 2-3 calls, okay? By the way, these are the numbers: 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000, 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers. Okay. The Senate has asked the customs to return goods seized in Bodija and Ojaba markets within 2 weeks. We talked about this on Tuesday, and it's one matter that I thought we should just expand a bit. So the Senate has given instruction now. Yeah?
I hope they follow the instruction. It's not about just giving instruction, it's about following it and enacting it. Because the truth of the matter is, these people in the first place know that what they've done is wrong.
Do they know? They said that they were seizing contraband products. So how do you think that seizing contraband products is wrong if you're doing your job?
You see, it's another thing to do something. There is a way you can do it. There is a narrative of, okay, now you want to come and seize product, of course, contraband. You come around 1:05 a.m. in the middle of the night. You go and cut away with Gary, local Momo and the rest. These contrabands, we talked about it just some days ago, and I said it that actually that was just robbery. Now I'm happy that the Senate has done that, and of course we should credit our senators and those representing us at the House of Representatives in Abuja.
Hello.
We have a call.
Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, Michael.
Good afternoon. Olushola Julius, right?
Yes,
you're welcome. Let's talk.
Now, honestly, Michael, let us refer with that. Now, asking custom to return.
Olushola, the network is bad. Can you call back? Please?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Another caller here. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Abiodun. I'm calling from Ibadan.
Abiodun from Ibadan. Let's talk, Abiodun.
Okay. Now, regarding the government policy in trying to reduce expenditure, first and foremost, let's ask the government, do we need 42 ministers at the first instance? Because I know there are ministers and we don't even know their name. We don't even know the ministry they're handling. Example like George Akume, former governor of Benue State. After spending 8 years governor, 12 years senator, he was still compensated with they created a ministry for him so that he can be able to be part of government still. That is one. Secondly, on the issue of custom, let's be candid with ourselves. I have opportunity of growing up in the north. I know this cannot happen in the north. That is just the gospel truth. It can't even happen, not even for any reason.
All right, thank you.
In a situation where you go to market and begin to pack rice for no reason, I think we should stand up and face them.
All right.
On one square.
All right, thank you very much, Abiodun, for calling. Hello, good afternoon.
This is Shola Julius, sir.
Okay, Shola Julius.
Now, honestly, do you think that it's possible? Do you think that only good is so good and interesting? Now, finally, you see, it's naturally salary. It's just like you are adding salt to injury.
Okay.
All of these holders that they are taking enormous amount of money, and they are saying we have thousands of special advisors, special assistants that still create problem for us, and they are getting our money. Why not try to scrap into these offices and make Nigerians enjoy good governance? Mr. President has honestly reneged from the promises he gave us as Nigerians.
All right, thank you very much.
Go to the drawing board and get it right. Reducing worker salary will be very disastrous.
Okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. Shola Julius there. It will be disastrous, reducing salaries of workers. Let's proceed to the next movement on the program for today. And I told you that I'll be talking about education really and basically. And I remember that, as an advocate of the SDG, if you look at goal number 4, it talks about education and lifelong learning. It tells you that you have to, the way to greatness, the way to push this nation forward, or any nation for that matter, is to invest in education and make the people sound upstairs. When they are sound upstairs and they can become innovative and all that, then they can drive the development that the nation needs. So I remember that last week we were talking about education. We're going back there today. I have Mr. Kolade Olagunju, is Head of Strategy and Planning, Wisdom-Based Integrated Resources Limited. Welcome to Talking Point, sir.
It's a pleasure having me on the show. How are you also?
Very good. Very good.
Good to be with you.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Let's talk about your mission. Something I'm looking at here from the flyer before me: study, live, and earn in UK. So tell me, what brings you to Splash FM?
Well, you just said it all. It's create awareness for people to know about what exactly you said now, and that is mental development. The more capacity you have to solve problems, it determines the value that will be placed on you. And knowing fully that we have moved from product economy to knowledge economy, you will need to know that if you want to move as a nation, as individual, it has to do with what knowledge do you have. It has to do with what skills have you gained that you can use to solve the problem that is existing.
Okay.
Life obeys, honors people that have solution in their hands. And what we are trying to sell is that it's what you are getting as knowledge. Is it solving problem?
Okay. What you're getting as knowledge?
As knowledge.
Is it solving
problem?
Okay. Okay.
Is it making the globe as a whole, the world as a whole, better? Is it making... I'll give you an example. If the level of knowledge you have is not beyond using ore to farm, and somebody has graduated into a knowledge base of technological development that can do much better. At the end of the day, if you compare and contrast your output, you'll discover that why you are working with O, because that's the level of your knowledge base. Another one that is using machineries, we have more things to show, more people to feed, more products to display. So, by and large, the man will be wealthier than you, the man will be more valuable than you. So, it's all about how can I develop myself to become the person the world is really looking for. It's all about how can I move from where I am to where I should be that will put me at a public glare of the world. And that's exactly what we are talking about.
Essentially, you are talking about value.
Value addition to your personal life. Because until your personal life is better, all other things cannot be better for you. And that is why we are trying to say that the only kill is education. But the interesting thing about what I've brought for our listener is that you can be able to seek this kind of knowledge and still you can be taking care of yourself by learning and at the same time earning.
Learning and earning. Wow. That's a good mix. So you learn to add to knowledge, and you earn to also add to capacity.
Also do something to earn so that you can be able to take care of yourself and your family. And that's exactly the opportunity.
So the opportunity is here. You're saying exploit the vast opportunities in the United Kingdom. And basically universities. What places the United Kingdom at the center of your conversation now?
Well, basically, we have arrangement with some universities in United Kingdom. Basically, I'm a product of what I'm telling people. I have passion for entrepreneurship. I believe everyone listening to me has something to sell. And I normally crack this joke I will crack. If you don't sell, you will experience hell.
Wow.
I sell it in Yoruba. I want you to into banta, tani.
That's powerful.
Everybody here is selling something. So, the value addition to what you are selling, the knowledge, the packaging, the strategy, the innovation, the creativity, distincts you. Keeps you in business. And that is exactly what we are trying to do. So, I decided after a time in my life to go after my passion. So I went to study entrepreneurship. And after that, I told myself, is it not better for me to widen my horizon, to know better? Is it not also better for me to know that those people that are studying elsewhere, that I can do what they did? And if I can do what they did, let me experience what they have experienced, so that it will not just be a local acquisition of knowledge. So I did what I'm telling them to do. I went there, I studied, I was also working. And let me tell you this, without being immodest, Mike, we are far behind. To all great lecturers all over this nation, I salute them. But you can imagine if a lecturer is still coming with a note he compiled 20 years ago to teach in 21st century. So if you don't have today's knowledge, you cannot solve today's problem.
So that today's knowledge that you're talking about is locked in the universities in the United Kingdom?
It's locked in the university where development is their priority. It's locked in universities where they update their knowledge, where their focus is knowledge transfer that is problem solving.
So you are bringing this offer to the table for Nigerians to have a taste, right?
I'm saying I've experienced it. And now I I can tell you that if you desire making it more better, academically, knowledge acquisition, and even financially, try what I'm telling you. Try to study abroad. Try to study UK, where I've come to talk about.
Study in UK, which is what you have come to talk about.
Yeah.
So, what specific offers do you have? I mean, what levels or what categories?
One of the things that is very interesting, I heard you talking about the kidnapped students and all this. One good thing about life is ability to measure time and use it for the purpose for which it has been meant for. When you don't have control over your time, you don't have control over your life. When you cannot plan, the supreme being that we believe we don't see, called God, controls our life, knows who will wake up and who will not wake up. But put that aside. You should be able to say, if I'm able to wake up tomorrow, I should be able to do this. So a student that enters into a university today in a situation whereby everything works according to plan should be able to say, I'm going to graduate in the year 2020 something.
And it happens.
And it happens that way.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, for numerous reasons that are beyond us most times. They've been hard for more than a year. Which means that almost a year in the lives of a lot of younger ones wasted. So the program is for both undergraduate, postgraduate, master's level, those that want to go for their PhD, and even those that maybe they have result that is not too fantastic.
Okay.
You can convert your ND or your HND through that to a top-up whereby you have a BSc.
Okay.
If you have HND, you can also do your top-up, like I said.
Okay.
If you have a weak result at your BSc, maybe you have third class, you can also have a pre-masters that can give you opportunity to do your masters.
Okay.
If you have good one like 2-1 or 2-2, then you can go for your masters there. And the good thing is that if you are coming for your postgraduate with a 2 years postgraduate offer that was stopped in 2012 but reintroduced, you can be able to come, do your masters, come to UK with your dependents.
Okay.
Which means that if Mike decides to take that offer now, Mike can come and study.
Okay.
And the logic is that we want you to study with full concentration. You have a family, okay, bring them along so that you can have full concentration on your studies. So you can easily come with your family to the United Kingdom. You are doing your schooling, your wife and your children. If your children are not up to 18, they go to free school. Free school.
Okay.
Free school. If they're not up to 18.
Okay.
And your wife has the opportunity, based on whatever she has, to work unlimited hours.
Okay.
Which means Mike is studying, developing his mental ability and capacity, and your wife is working. Mike can also work for some hours, and you can support yourself with the money you've spent and the money you need.
So you have the platform to make this happen.
That is why we are here.
Okay. Now, specifically, before we go into the financial side of it, because I know that's a big deal for a lot of people in this country. I know that tertiary education is expensive in the United Kingdom.
In the world.
Yes.
And especially
in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
So, first of all, what universities do you have in your plate, for instance? Let's hear, maybe it will tickle some of us.
Well, basically, we have lots of them. We have the Montfort University. We have Solent University.
Okay.
We have University of Portsmouth.
Okay.
We have University of Northampton. We have Plymouth University, Bangor University. Lots of them like that.
Okay.
And they are high-rank university with good rated in performance and delivery.
They're not cheap.
When nothing good is cheap.
So, as a minimum wage earner in Nigeria, for instance, someone wants to venture into this project of yours.
Yep.
So, someone wants to sign up to wisdom-based integrated resources to help facilitate all these things. Give me an idea of what it requires for people to engage your service for this promise that you have here.
Well, basically, like you said, life is at a cost, Mike. What is expensive to you may be very cheap to me.
Of course, yes.
And what is very cheap to me may be expensive for you. It's all about choices and value addition. And nothing good comes cheap. Nothing good. Quite frankly, it's not moi. But I always tell people it's a function of, at the end of the day, does it worth it for me? Does it worth pursuing? Will it give me back return on investment?
Okay.
And the return on investment here is not finance alone. And that is why your value addition must be defined. What do you want? To go to some of the school fees or the tuition ranges from £9,000 and above for the program. But the beautiful thing about it is that most of these schools run a flexible payment option.
Okay, flexible payment option.
Flexible payment option.
That's a good offer.
What does that mean? It means once you are offered an admission, you pay part of your tuition. And once that one is paid, they release a document needed for you that you need to add with other documents needed for your visa processing.
Okay.
And with that one, you are landing in UK. When you land in UK, they divide the remaining amount for you over a period of time, maybe 3, 4, depending on school.
Okay.
We have some schools that do it for 5. We have some schools for 3 installments, some for 4. And one of the things that happen is this. If you happen to go for postgraduates, you can be schooling. Your wife and yourself are also working, so you can start making the money gradually to cater for the remaining parts of your tuition and other needs that you need in United Kingdom.
Okay.
So it's a function of what do I need to get myself there and how do I take my life further if I get there. But I want to tell you that if you compare the benefits, it outweighs your doubts.
But many of us in this country, we usually look at the cost first. You said a minimum of £9,000. I'm looking at my calculations. That's about 5 million naira.
£9,000 for
school fee.
Total,
Yeah,
for the
for
total.
school
And
fee.
I told you that they are not asking you to pay everything at once.
Yes.
What you are paying at once ranges from £2,000, depending on school, to £3,500.
When you add the living costs and the rest of it, it comes to big money. So many Nigerians will look at it from, it is big money for starters.
I know.
So what values are you bringing to the table to make it sound interesting for me, for instance, to say I like to take the plunge?
Well, like I've told you, big money. But Mike, you need to ask yourself, what will it add to me if I do this? How do I go about it if I want to make it happen for myself?
Okay.
Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. And like I've told you, because we know the Nigerian economy, that is why some of the schools we have chosen are schools with flexible payment. We have some schools that will tell you that you need to pay everything.
Okay.
And I've just told you that you are coming for postgraduate. You have the opportunity of going with your wife, with your children that are not up to 18. That gives an opportunity. You can imagine your children are going to a good school, in a good environment, and you're not thinking of school fees. That one is taken off you already.
Okay.
Your wife is working, or you are working, your wife is schooling, and you can be able to just make some pounds that can also settle that one. So it is opportunity cost.
Okay, so let's go this way. So anyone who wants to engage your services, how do they get across to you? What are the processes, for instance, because for many of us, these things look distant, and you are here to be
we have just brought it so close,
the go-between
possible,
now.
Achievable.
So what's the process like to engage you to help in this thing?
It's just so easy. You want to go for it, either at foundation level, either at degree level, top up. All we need are the certificates you have.
Okay.
For example, you want to go for a degree. We want to see your school cert. We want to see your motivation statement. What is motivating you to intend to study what you want to study?
Okay.
And to study at where you want to study. We want to also see what's the recommendation of some people that have taught you.
Okay.
Like your teacher in secondary school. And maybe someone that can vouch for your character.
Okay.
We also want you to put something together in the form of a resume.
Okay.
CV. You bring that one to us. We'll look at it. We also give you a counsel on what we think is good for you. And off we go. Apply to school that offers what you want to do. And from there, you are close and closer to where you are going.
All right.
For people that would like to do top up, the same thing. Bring your handy certificates or your HND. Bring your transcripts. Bring your CV, your motivation statement. And eventually, let's know the kind of course you like to study.
Okay.
For postgraduate, either PhD or the master's, same thing. Let's see your BSc certificate. Let's see your CV. Let's see your WAEC, because this one, once you have credit in English, you don't need to write IELTS.
Okay, I was going to ask about that.
You don't need to write that one.
So you can be excluded, right?
You are excluded.
Okay.
You know, Nigeria is from a English-speaking nation. That is our lingua franca. So you are exempted from it. But you must have at least C6 in your English. And with that one, we'll look for some of the schools I've mentioned and others that I've not mentioned. Look for the kind of course you want to do.
Okay.
Apply. You are given admission and you are closer to your dream.
All right. It's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. I'm speaking with Mr. Kolade Olatunbosun. He is the head of strategy and planning, Wisdom-Based Integrated Resources Limited. And they have a study, live and earn in UK project, which they are bringing to the table on the program today. Let's have your contact numbers and then address and all that, if anybody wants to engage your services. And then we can open the phone lines afterwards. Before I allow him to read out the contacts, you can call me now if you like and engage with us. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 949 3000. Okay, so I'll ask Mr. Kolade Olatunbosun to give us how to get to you so that in case anyone wants to subscribe.
Well, basically, our office is at number 23, Ekiti Street. Opposite, behind the Central Mosque at Housing Corporation.
That's Bodija.
Bodija.
Okay.
Off Awolowo Road.
Okay.
That is where we are. 23 Ekiti Street, off Adeyi Crescent, Awolowo Road. That behind Central Mosque there. That's why we're here.
Okay.
And eventually we open from 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the evening.
Phone numbers?
The phone numbers to reach onto us are these: 080 34 72 32 99.
Okay.
080 34 72 32
99. Okay.
Or 080 26 98 53 59.
Okay.
080 26 98 53 59.
Let's take a call before we go to the other number. Oh, we missed that call. If you'd like to call back, please do. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 3000. Those are the numbers I'd like you to call us. So, are these numbers WhatsApp compliant and the rest of it in case people might want to, make inquiries?
There is one more number I would like to give to them 081 120 700 80. 081 120 700 80.
Okay.
And basically, the first one I mentioned is WhatsApp compliant.
Okay.
And the last one. So if they want to send message on WhatsApp, they can use 08034723299 or 081-120-780.
Okay. Also, I'll come back to your phone numbers and location again.
All right.
This question I thought I should ask.
Please go ahead, Mike.
All these things that you are bringing to the table, are you doing it for free?
Well, if it is for free, then definitely we will not be here because even being here is not free.
Okay.
But the idea, sincerely, is this. We are looking for an opportunity to render a service that the people that are benefiting can come back and pray for you and say, God bless you. For enlightening us.
Okay.
For working with such honesty. For making our dreams to come true. So, it's not free, but it's not a fee that is heavy laden.
Okay.
It's not a fee that is heavy laden compared to what we know other people do take.
I know you are giving services for to help people facilitate their study abroad ambition.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And then there must be service charge and the rest of it.
Definitely.
So what's the size of it, or you don't want to mention it? Or is it negotiable? What exactly is the size, so that people can know what they are signing up for?
I tell people, and if your consideration is how much will this car cost?
Okay.
Some people may not buy car.
Yes.
So success begins with I want it. I need it. I want to go for it. And once your mind is made up and you know that you have come in contact with someone that you know can deliver, then at that time, if you talk about costs, you know that it's what you are ready for. So the first thing I talk to people is that we don't talk about costs, we talk about benefits. And once the benefits outweighs the cost in your mind, then pursuit is the next stage you go to.
Okay.
When I know that it's not what everybody needs, I know what I'm talking about is what somebody needs. And the someone that needs it is the one that I'm talking to right now. Because some people have used this kind of a platform to
let's attend to this caller. Hello, good afternoon. I'm very fine. What's the name and where are you calling from, sir? The network is ugly. The network is ugly. I'm sorry. We'll have to terminate the call. I'm sorry. Okay, the network is bad. Very, very bad indeed. Wow. Okay. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 3000. Those are the numbers. If we could just squeeze in one more call before we go for today, would be good. A lot of callers have been trying to get in, but I guess the network is somewhat, just slippery this afternoon. Okay, if we can just take one more call before we go. We're still speaking with Mr. Kolade Olatunbosun, Wisdom Base Integrated Resources Limited. Okay, a caller is here. Hello. 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 Wow. Okay. Hello. Hello. Oh, wow. Okay, the lines are just stubborn, okay? I'd like to just ask you to please bear with us. Okay, so finally, before we go, I'd like you to read out your location and contact details for Wisdom-Based Integrated Resources Limited. Just the contact.
Okay, like I said, Mike, we are at number 23 Kitty Street off Adayi Crescent. It's behind that Awolowo the Central Mosque.
Community Central Mosque.
That's where we are. I mean, from there, even if you miss your road, you can easily give us a call on 08034 723299 or 08026985359 or 081 120 780. They can reach us on those lines.
Okay.
And after the encounter, if they have all they need. Another thing I would like to tell them is that one of the things that scares people is the proof of fund. The money that shows the balance of your school fees and your maintenance costs. It scares people. When they come around, there is a plan of assistance that we render that has made a lot, when I say a lot, I mean a lot, of other people's dream to come true. And when they come around, the only thing that they will know is that their own dreams also will come true.
All right, so that's a very big, very big promise indeed. I'd like to say thanks to you for coming. I've been speaking with Mr. Kolade Olatunbosun, Head of Strategy and Planning, Wisdom-Based Integrated Resources Limited. And I'd like to say thanks to you for coming.
I want to say thank you also for hosting me today.
All right, the job is done for today. Goke, thank you again for coming today. I'd like to say thanks to you.
It's always nice to be here, Michael.
All right, the job is done for today. In a few seconds, Ibadan News Update at 4 o'clock, and after that, game on. Please don't go away. It's still Splash FM. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like to ask you to do everything within your power to make this nation better. Enjoy the rest of the day.